Whoa, dude, pass the popcorn. This is some seriously trippy stuff. You ready to go deep on this Trump speech?
Oh man, I am so ready. This is like watching a train wreck in slow motion. You know the one everyone's freaking out about online?
Yeah, that's the one where he like goes full Hannibal Lecter
Yeah.
and the weave thing. Dude, it's wild.
That tweet comparing him to a confused grandpa needing an intervention. Gold, pure gold.
Okay, so let's like set the scene. Trump's on stage. He's got that, that look in his eyes, and he starts talking about, wait for it, Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, I know, right? Look, what does that even have to do with anything? It's so random.
Dude, I think it's like his way of saying he's smart.
Yeah.
You know, Hannibal Lecter, genius cannibal. Trump, stable genius.
I see what you're saying. It's all about image, right? He wants
Yeah.
to project this aura of being, like, cunning and in control.
Yeah, and unpredictable. Like, he'll eat your brains if you cross him, metaphorically, of course, or maybe not.
Right. Who knows with this guy? But yeah, it's definitely a way to keep people guessing. And also to throw his critics off balance. You know, preemptively discredit anyone who might question him.
Like, oh, you think I'm crazy? Well, I'm not afraid to talk about Hannibal Lecter, so there. It's classic deflection.
Totally. And don't forget, it plays right into that whole fake news narrative. Anyone who disagrees with him is just part of the conspiracy.
It's exhausting, man. Like, trying to have a rational conversation with a, what's that thing that spins and spins?
A top, a gyroscope.
Yeah, like a gyroscope that's also on fire and spewing out conspiracy theories.
That is strangely accurate. But okay, so we've got the Hannibal Lecter thing, which is already weird enough. Then he goes on about this weave, the strong weave. What was that all about?
Dude, the weave is like a whole other level of bizarre. It's like he's, I don't know, trying to hypnotize the audience.
Yeah, it's almost like a mantra. He keeps repeating it over and over. It's like he's trying to implant this idea in their minds. A strong weave, a strong nation, a strong something.
Maybe it's like a metaphor for his wall. You know, all those interwoven strands of steel keeping the bad guys out.
Could be. Or maybe he's just really into hair extensions.
Maybe he's got like a secret weave collection, a presidential toupee vault.
Now that's an image. But seriously, I think it's worth considering how these tangents, even the absurd ones, keep people engaged.
You're right. It's like you're so confused you can't look away. You're just waiting to see what crazy thing he'll say next.
And while you're distracted by the weave, he slips in some other talking point. It's a distraction tactic, for sure.
Dude, it's like watching a magician. You're so focused on the shiny object in one hand, you don't see the other hand pulling the rabbit out of the hat.
Exactly. Speaking of rabbits out of hats, let's talk about Uncle John at MIT. Where did that come from?
Right. It's like, boom, Hannibal Lecter, boom, strong weave, boom. My uncle's a genius. It's so jarring.
But I think it serves a purpose. After the whole Hannibal Lecter thing, he needs to reassert his credibility. And what better way than to name drop a relative from MIT?
Yeah, it's like he's saying, see, I come from smart people. I'm not just some random reality TV star.
And it feeds into that whole idea that success is genetic. He wants people to believe that he inherited his brilliance, his deal-making skills, his everything.
Dude, that's so messed up.
Yeah.
Like, it completely ignores hard work, determination, all those things that actually matter.
Totally. And it sends this dangerous message that some people are just born better than others.
It's like a caste system for the 21st century. The Trump dynasty, and then everyone else.
And that's something to think about, right? Who benefits from this kind of thinking? And who gets left behind?
Man, this is deep. Like, way deeper than I thought we'd go. I think we need another hit of that, to process all this.
Agreed. This speech is like a journey through the twisted landscape of Trump's mind. It's fascinating, it's terrifying, and it's definitely got me questioning reality.
Right, like, is this performance art, a cry for help, or just, like, how his brain actually works? I don't know, man. What do you think?
I think that's for each of us to decide. Listen to the whole speech, check out the fact checks, do your own research. But whatever you do, don't just take it at face value. Think critically, people. The fate of the world might just depend on it.
Word. Well, on that note, I'm going to go lie down in a dark room and try to make sense of it all. Until next time, stay woke, my friends. And maybe invest in some earplugs.
Good advice. See you on the other side.
Yeah.